So do we have any breadcrumbs, treasures, God winks that we picked up over the past week or the weekend, or anything that you would like to mastermind around?
I don't have anything specifically. I've been noticing little winks here and there, like on the clock. I tend to be looking at the clock at those like opportune times, like 3:33 or 4:44 or
Mhm.
2:19, which is my birthday. And just catching those little moments and actually like stopping for a second to acknowledge the wink.
Mhm. Yeah, I love that. I get a lot of 11 and 44, uh, and 9/11. I see 9/11 a lot. I see 11 a lot, but 9/11 a lot, which is my wedding anniversary. Um, and 44, I see 44 all day long. Like I just happened to turn on my phone, 6:44. Yeah. So I love that too. And I do too. Like, okay, thank you, and just kind of a sign, right? That I feel like it's just, yeah, that wink that we're on the right track. Keep on taking steps, keep on moving forward. Um, keep on keeping on.
Exactly. Just that um little nod to say, yep, you're still on track.
Hmm.
It's like when you're driving somewhere and you're like, this doesn't look familiar. And you start to question yourself for a second, and then you see something familiar and you're like, oh, okay, I'm good.
Right. Yep, yep, yep. I'm on track. I'm on track. It doesn't have to look like I thought it was gonna look, right? Like, um, yeah, I read something. Well, I've read it a million times, I think. Probably not a million, but many, many times. But I just keep going back to it, and just wonder if it stirs up anything in you. Um, The key to awakening to your assignment is to master where you are at. I feel like it's so simple, but so masterful.
Yeah, what that reminds me of in Fearless Living, our founder, Rhonda Britton, she has a quote that's invest in the life you have to get the life you want.
Mm,
And that's what that reminds me of. Just like being happy where you are. Sort of like that same idea of acknowledging that you're on the way, but
mhm,
stopping to sort of smell the roses where you are and not just
mhm,
being so focused on the future that you're missing what's happening today.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, and even yeah, getting really good at being where you're at today, like focusing on where you're at today and just connecting with that knowing that it is unfolding. It's always unfolding, but being in today, in today's, not I'm not problems is not the word I'm looking for, but even today's issues and today's challenges and today's joys, like totally being all in that, and knowing and having that knowing that it is unfolding, instead of, yeah, we try to control that, what we think should be unfolding, right? Like, um just listening to that knowing is being in this awakening, the assignment that we're in, like just going back to that knowing. I know this, knowing that this is where we're supposed to be.
Right. And that idea of like not judging that, right? Like even if it
Hmm.
doesn't look like what you thought it was going to look like,
Hmm.
recognizing that, oh, okay, this is part of the journey. Interesting.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, let's be in that, let's be in that and get to know that. Yeah, just something I keep coming back to. So good. Thank you for your input. But it is the top of the hour, 8 minutes to mastermind around any breadcrumbs, God winks, treasures we have picked up along the way. Or I would love to mastermind around overthinking. And are you overthinkers, or how do you go about getting through the overthinking, especially when you're sending out emails? And um, how do you get back on track and snap yourself out of that overthinking mode?
Well, I'm definitely an overthinker. Um, and I don't, it's like, I think like I'm a very deep thinker. So it's not overthinking and that I have to, it's like I know what I want to do. And I just keep like holding myself back with the overthinking, right? Like going back and forth, I guess, that type of overthinking versus just wanting to think through like every different um like consideration, right? So I think there's like the two types of overthinking, and I think I'm the like I'm just considering things that probably don't matter, but
Mhm.
so just understanding um, like listening to my intuition more and trusting my gut and doing that as opposed to feeling like I have to have every little piece figured out, ironed out, planned out before I can take a step forward.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. So I would definitely agree with that. And I would share, I've gotten much better with it over the last year because of the training that I'm doing and the mentorships that I'm doing. So I would have never thought that doing those with the kids and other adults would actually move me forward as well. I mean, I should have, but I didn't think about it that way. And definitely build up my confidence. Like I would have never felt comfortable presenting anything in front of several hundred people, let alone, your own stuff that you know a lot about. So that would have never happened a year ago. So that's something that's really come through. And I honestly was like dreaming about it the night before and knew how amazing it was going to feel. And that's just building up confidence on whatever it is and knowing that you just have to share what you got going on.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I find too that, and that's one thing, and that I think that's one of the main reasons I call the salon my internship, is because it actually keeps me more grounded. Like, so if I make my top three priorities for the day and I have my internship, I have less time to think about things and just trust my knowing, instead of like today I'm off and I've got a whole list of things to do. And it gives me this wide open space to mull around in. So I feel more like a kite and less grounded than if I had to get the three things done and get off to the internship. So it's like almost like I have that space, that salon space keeps me grounded in getting the things done that I need to get done. Like that is definitely one of the perks of me taking that internship on. I am much more efficient.
Does it make you feel that you have to be more efficient because now you're gone for this amount of time and you only have these hours left
Mhm.
versus, oh, I got the whole day to get this done.
Mhm. It does. It does. And even like, I mean, I have the whole day to get this done, but I've got like 20 things I want to get done. So definitely going with the top 3 priorities, but that leaves my day wide open. Plus the kids are still home and they've got stuff that needs to get done. So then that kind of blends into my day today, you know, whereas if I'm have my top 3 priorities, I get them done, I'm out the door, they figure out their stuff because I'm not here to rely on. And it's just all around. It's efficient.
I totally can relate to that. I was getting rid of my inventory at my wedding office, and then I was trying to figure out, you know, what I needed to keep or what I wanted to keep and use for the private mentorship office. And you know, I'm like, well, I really need to like lay this out. You know, I can't just willy-nilly this and then think, oh shoot, I sold that to someone and then have to go buy it again. So I finally, I mean, literally after like 6 months, I finally just sat down and designed what that space, what I want it to look like. And I feel like, why didn't I do that before? And I just kept on putting it off and putting it off. But in all reality, now that it's done, I'm just like, oh, this is so amazing. It's going to look so cool. Even though it's not ready to do that part yet, at least I know what I'm going to be doing. So it makes the rest of the next project or the next phase so much easier. And sometimes I feel like we get so caught up on, oh, we don't have to do that part yet, but it might be holding us back for another project or another area in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And that even kind of like speaks out to me, like, you know, even like, so having your own business, like if I am or working from home, like if I am working from home, there's just so much space and interruption. So that is just something I'm taking away today to be mindful of. And I just don't know how to get grounded in that and close that space where I have at the salon. I'm there. I can just be in the folding and the this and the that and get so much accomplished. So yeah, lots to take away today, but we are past our time. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna hit stop.